and welcome to the PM Show, your weekly roundup of all what's new and happening in the modelling world with my special guest on the other side of the table.
Birthday boy.
The birthday boy is here. Obviously, Andy is 60 today. Doesn't look a day over 75.
Can I just say, I'm 55 today, not 60, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. And can also thank Tom for the beers.
Yes.
We'll let you have one tonight on the auction.
Yeah, you can have one tonight on the auction.
Yes, I will.
Just one.
Yes, the only one. I would like to point out, for some reason, Andy is lagging, and we're probably out of lip sync, and it's just we're having one of those days. So apologies. At least you can hear us. Just turn off the video. Just what? Just listen.
Podcast.
Podcast. That's what
we're going to show what we're selling.
Well, good point. So, but for some reason it is. I don't know why. We've literally just started this, and Andy's really lagging quite bad today. But the power of the internet.
Out, doesn't it? So that's
it's fine. And then, don't know why. Anyway, we will muddle through because that's what we do here.
We definitely have to.
Definitely.
We will definitely muddle through.
Yes, absolutely. So, obviously, if you were watching last night's show, which apologies a bit late, that's because we had a lot to edit and to go through, and obviously the football was on and stuff as well. So obviously that went up. Matt's down for a couple of days, so we'll be doing a bit of filming. We've done some reviews as well, as you will see a little bit long. Matt's been doing a little bit of work with his weathering pencils.
Yes.
And various things.
And how good they are.
That's it now, you're a convert.
It's
not modelling anymore, it's colouring in.
It is kind of colouring in, yeah. But they do work.
Yes.
You do get some effects. You can chuck it on the cam.
Do you mean to put it on the bigger camera? Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Proper rusty.
Filthy rusty.
Filthy rusty. There we go.
Some streaking.
And obviously we're doing the streaking.
And
then,
the bit that you did, you can actually see, Phil, where it's like subtle streaks. It definitely works, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think it shows up. Shows up probably better in real life than on the
again, obviously the camera's glaring it out and that, but you can see those bits obviously I did on there. But over on this side, this isn't anything to do with me. This is totally matte on this rear quarter, and as you can see, it's very, very nice down in there. And again on the door, you've got that nice sort of streaking off the door handles and down off the seals.
It's definitely got a place. They have definitely got a place. I say the roof bit, I sat here and just basically outlined it.
Yeah.
And just separated the panels, and it worked quite well.
Hmm.
Again, if you keep them sharp as well, you can be quite precise, I reckon, with them.
Yeah.
Some good effects. I think, like I was saying yesterday, it's another layer into it, another thing.
It is,
weathering.
What I like about it, though, we were saying yesterday, is that it's got that three-dimensional look. Because as you're looking at it, where you've put that on, you've been playing this morning doing it, it's got a real flat look to it, where other areas are quite shiny and so forth, and down on here as well, where the naturally, I suppose, the mould and rubbish from this organic material, it looks really good.
Yeah, very
cool.
Good.
Very, very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Colouring in.
Colouring in. Colour by numbers.
I was going to say, you can put numbers on it next, isn't it? Number 23.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, I've been doing as well, look. So we've got Mr. Sharky Mouth, which I drew on it. So it's great from this distance. It looks fantastic. You're not allowed to see a close-up. It's a bit broken. But anyway, literally that was me just colouring in. So it's the future.
It is.
Forget your fancy airbrushes
and all your expensive
paints and oils. It's literally you just need some pencils and some pens.
Get down the art shop.
Yeah, that's it, definitely. Anyway, all good job there. So as I say, lots of things been going on. I have done a review of the Special Hobby Tempest, which is obviously the Edal kit, and like Matt will testify, that's amazing detail.
It does look, stunning.
It is. It's fantastic.
Yeah, really nice.
It's one of those where honestly, it's the naked eye is quite tricky to see the detail. I think we may have got to the pinnacle of as far as you can go with this, because it's obviously got larger riveting in certain areas, but definitely the smaller riveting in between the panels, things like that, is very, very hard to see. And yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned that unless your paint's very thin and you're nicely, subtle with your building up your layers and that, you're going to end up with it flooding it and losing that detail. And we said before, sometimes like with Airfix, their stuff can be a little bit heavy, and that's one of the reasons that they give for the modelers to be coming along, so you don't lose detail and stuff like that. And I can see that being now the pinnacle of where you can go, because I honestly think if anybody does anything finer than that, it's a waste, because you're going to lose it in primer, you're going to lose it in paint. And again, being camo work, you've often got this thing now, unless you're masking, you're going to have overlaps in colour, which is going to give extra layers of paint. So, you know, yeah, difficult one to do, especially when you're down here the banding areas. But again, the raised detail is absolutely lovely as well. It's got raised rivets and recess right the way through. It's gorgeous. And obviously being a high-tech kit, you get the resin, bit of photo etch, get everything in that.
So when Andy's built it, we'll know.
Yes, because this is actually Andy's kit. Happy birthday, Andy. And we're expecting it to be built now next month.
Yeah.
What markings do you get with it?
You do get Irish. Jesus.
Irish.
It's not. I was right. I'm going to have to edit this now. It is Indian.
It's India.
I was doing it and he's opposite me and I said it's Indian and he's like Irish and I was like, so yes.
No, it's India. India, Pakistan and RAF, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, so you've got a couple of nice RAF ones. You've got in the silver as
Which
well.
one of
So you've got
those are, in Africa then?
no, these ones.
No.
It's all post, isn't it?
India or Pakistan, are they both in Africa?
No.
Oh.
It's got the colours of. You can have Zor's blue. Does that count? It's off the coast of Africa.
You're pushing it now.
Why not? This is what people do for a group build, isn't it? So,
but not the team.
Yes, that's it. There comes something when the team are pushing it. Yeah. It's got Azor's blue on it, so it counts as being African.
What you'll have to do, Andy, is actually Google who used them.
Yeah.
It's seriously a stunning kit.
It is amazing.
It's really nice.
Very, very nice.
I don't even know if you need the resin.
No. Again, it's one of those that the engine you get is half an engine.
Yes.
So you could have it half showing, but in some ways it's a really nice looking aircraft. I don't know if you'd want it all open anyway. And if you did have it all open, you'd have it all open. Why would you just have half? I don't understand that. So I don't know. No doubt you might find that somebody does a resin engine for the entire thing.
Obviously MK.
Yeah, that's it. You'll get an entire plug on the front and do it that way. At the moment, it's half an engine, so you take off the port side cowls and cut them off, and it gives you replacement, very nice, thin, very detailed cowlings for that side, just to have it hinged open. You get some nice tyres with it, and to be honest, the tread on the tyres, that would be really awkward if it was a seam line down the middle.
Yes. So
because they're very fine pattern onto it, and it is beautifully done right the way through. So yeah, really nice. Even if the actual masking does look like brown paper tape from the 70s, which I'm sure works fine. They just look really, really odd. You'll see it in the review anyway. So, but they are very nice. But generally, have to say that's probably one of the best looking kits I've reviewed in a while. It's gorgeous, very, very nice. So yes.
So if that's from the Mark 5.
Yes.
Because you've never reviewed the Mark 5.
Yeah, we did.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I just got down
there.
there.
I've got the weekend edition.
Yeah, again, this is one of those areas where it's a different fuselage, so I don't think it's got quite the same level of detail on the fuselage as that one. Should we check? Do this live. So, because I've reviewed the Mark 5, I've just got this one here, which is the weekend edition. So. But again, it's different.
It's completely different.
It's a different. Well, yes.
All I'm thinking is the riveting.
Yeah, on the
level of riveting on that one.
Yeah.
The Mark 2.
So again, yeah, I think, to be honest with you, that's finer.
Yeah.
It's got finer riveting. This has got very nice riveting. Don't get me wrong, but that looks finer.
Let's just have a look at the wings. Let's have a look at the wing section. Get out the bag. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that is nice.
Let's do it, Andy. We're going to trash the kit. You'll be fine. So there we go.
Probably the same screw, isn't it?
To be honest, we left all this in it, so we're going to get it out anyway. If I go full screen a sec. Hold on.
No, that's got the raised as well.
Oh, right, okay.
That's got the raised.
So these wings are wings, though. This is.
You can tell by the colour of the plastic, though.
Oh, I don't know, it looks the same.
Is it?
So the wings are the same.
Yeah. So obviously the fuselages. Show them a little piece of fuselage.
Yeah, hold on. So I don't know. If you look, the top wing is definitely finer, isn't it?
Yeah.
That top wing is definitely finer detailed than the lower wing. And I don't know, is that the plastic? Because the sprues are the same. But it just definitely looks like it may be the tooling. I don't know, just the top one looks finer.
But it's the same sprue.
Yeah.
No, they haven't, because if you look at the back of the
I was
wing,
just about to say it's not, because look at the back. Yeah, I've just noticed that, Andy, as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely finer. Which was which?
Completely retooled kit.
Which was which? Right, that's that one. Right. So that's that one.
Are you sure?
Probably. Andy will let me know when it does fit.
The colours are a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's a bit greyer.
And again, I don't know. Perhaps they are fine. But again, I still think if looking at it, it does look like it's finer on the Mark II to the Mark V. Don't know. There's not a lot in it, to be honest. Not as much as I thought there was. But that is very, very nicely done. Very, very fine.
Nice kits.
But
Whichever way you look at it, nice kits.
Yes. Interesting. Right, which was which? Right, 2.
Yeah, it's just
Five. So which one? That's you.
That's this one,
yeah. Yeah, that's where Andy or me are going to end up with the wrong wigs. That's.
yeah.
I'll do that in a bit.
Right, we'll sort that out.
Yeah, we'll sort that at the back here.
Honestly, no problem. So anyway, gorgeous, very, very nice. So I think what we're agreeing now is that the Tempest family and the Typhoon family, 48 scale, is their dog.
Yes.
Easily, without, and again, I'm not being funny, would it be a massive stretch to do the Sea Fury now?
No, I would have said not.
So
unless they're going to come out and go, well, it's completely different fuselage again, and it's different undercarriage, but they could.
I know the wings and the tail are different on the Sea Fury.
Yeah.
Because the radiator is on the right-hand side on that, and it's on the left-hand side of the Sea Fury, or is it the other way around?
Yeah.
The radiator in the wings is on the opposite side on the Sea Fury.
Exactly, because
it's needs an arrestor hook.
Yes, and it will need a hook.
And you know, the rest up, and you can imagine the
beefed up gear. Yeah.
That's probably completely different aircraft,
yes.
Let's be honest.
What do we know?
Yeah.
It's got wings and a spinny thing on the front. So anyway, great kit. You'll love it. Other things obviously coming this week is the new CH-47 Chinook. This is the A48 scale, obviously the Hobby Boss one. Odd, again, they've done it this way. They've done a strange thing, as I say, I've only briefly had a look. The review of that will be up with you shortly as well. But the back end is a separate fit, and I've never known any other of the 48, the Italeri ones, obviously were then reboxed by Revell. They did it as like a one piece. The sponson system was molded in. They've done it as different ones. I can imagine the reason they've broken it down this way is that they could probably do every single version of Chinook now. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to see in the very near future. But again, started with yay. I know technically start at the beginning, finish at the end.
Start with the one.
Start the one nobody really wants, and then work your way through.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's how they do it.
Yes.
The least desirable.
The least
version.
desirable one, and work our way through. But again, very, very nice as well. So that one, we'll get a review of that one as well. You guys had it obviously last week in store and brought one down, which is very nice. Is the Hornet, and I haven't looked in it. I haven't done it yet.
We have, haven't we, Andy? We've looked in it.
We have had a quick peek, yeah.
Yes. I'm not telling you. You have to do a review. Have a look.
Is it like the main one?
I've never seen the main one.
Oh right, well, that's
so I can't compare. Ask Andy. He must have seen. He's got a main one.
Yeah.
I've seen the main. Yeah, it's fair. I don't know which one I'd buy.
Which is the main one?
Which is the main one.
Right. Okay. Is it like the old Italeri one from the 90s?
Oh no, it's better than.
No, it's better than that.
Yes.
That it's just. It's fair. The main thing is the weapons.
Which it does look. You go get everything with it.
Yeah, it's just that they're all. You have to build them up, and they're, 2 parts, not side molded like.
Yes.
The main one and what have you. Yeah, it's like the main ones. Just, definitely.
So last century.
Yeah.
Building kits. What will they think of next?
Yeah, seam lines.
Seam lines. Yeah, having to put parts together.
You got to think seam lines means scrapers and sanders.
Yes, that's true. Very, very true. But anyway, we will get the review one up. The only thing you do see on the box, they do lots of nice decals for that. You get, I think, 6 or 7 options in there, including Top Gun, clearly. So that's quite a nice option with that. And you get the Blue Angels markings as well, because obviously now they fly the Echo, so that's quite nice as well. Little something for me that I got in, that's the little SA2, or the SAM2. As I say, it's one of those ones, there's not a lot to it, to be honest, but it's a small little kit. It's 72nd scale. So just something a little bit different. As I say, it's a huge missile for people who haven't seen it, only because I must admit I have had a sneak in here. You don't really get much to this at all. If I just put my camera on, as you can see just down in here, it literally is, you know, one-piece missiles. Who says they can't do it?
So how can they do it with that, but not the weapons?
Yeah.
I am asking.
But you can probably get, that's a 72nd scale missile, that's how big this thing is, and obviously little
That
base
equivalent
for
to a 148 size missile.
Well, yes, true. But I don't know. Anyway, you've got the booster phase down here at the back. There's not much to it. I just thought it'd be something a little bit, like we say, a little weekend build,
Yes.
mojo build, something else like that.
Yeah,
So that's why
absolutely.
I got that one in. But yeah, but anyway, I will do a proper review of that one as well. There you go, gives you a bit of an idea of it down in there. That's actually what you get. But I thought really for a weekend one, and it's just, you know, okay, if you had it in 48 scale, it'd be absolutely massive.
Well, they do them in 35th, don't they?
Yeah.
Trumpeter do them in 35th, and it's...
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, something a little bit different. So I thought we'd have a go at that one. So that's all pretty good. And to be honest, the guys have come down and they brought me down lots. Sorry, on the wrong camera. Click. I'm on the wrong camera. I clicked the wrong one. Sorry. You think I get used to this after now. But again, the guys brought down loads of stuff. I've got some other bits and pieces we spoke about before. So yes, we've got lots of stuff with reviews and that coming down. So we got down in there the Bristol Viewfighter, the TFX 10 by Revell, which for some reason I missed. Don't know how that
Yeah,
happened.
because we did send you one, probably.
So, hold on, I'll grab
Grab them and show.
Grab and show. Everyone likes to see. So, yes, which is that one?
Which is in our auction as well.
Which
It's one
is,
of those
is it in the auction as well?
There's one of them in the auction.
Okay, so that's in the auction as well. Again, really, you know, it's
It's a bow fighter, isn't it?
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you up against, Tamiya? Tamiya
Yeah,
did one
do
of
they
them?
do a TF?
Did they do the
they
10?
do a TF10? Tamiya? I think they do, don't they?
Yeah, Tammy do, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So that's a newer version. I mean, the Tamiya was from 90s, is it?
Yes.
2000?
Yeah, still nice kit, isn't it?
Andy's built it.
Got the cat and grab we were saying about before, so we got that one in. Speaking of weirdo things, again, I can't believe how heavy that is. Be interested to do the review on that. But that's the little V2, sorry, V1 even, launch, but apparently get 2 in there as well by Model Collect.
Have a sneaky peek.
Do you want a sneaky peek?
Well, we've not looked in them, have we?
Hold on.
I've had a quick view when I picked them up from the supplier the other day, but
Like, seriously, that is so heavy. Is that just plastic, or has it got a bit of metal in there somewhere?
I don't know, I think it's just styling.
But, yeah, so there you go. Gives you a little bit of a... You've got the launch rail itself, and that in there. But seriously, that's like
Yeah, I know.
proper heavy.
When we've been packing them, we've sold quite a few, and I thought it's quite heavy for what it is.
So again, not much to the actual build itself, but so by the time you've made it into a little diorama,
Another mojo builder.
another little mojo builder, something quite nice and sort of simple, but you could add a lot of detail to it by putting it as part of a little simple diorama or a diorette.
I didn't say you get two in the box in the packet.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do get 2, because you can see both the V1s, there's 2 V1s in there and 2 launch, rails.
But it is very, very, very heavy. So, but yeah, we'll do a proper review of that. How does that fit in there then? With the squeeze?
Yeah, at least it don't...
No, it doesn't rattle around this one. This is proper in there. No empty boxes here. So yeah, anyway, something a little bit quite nice about that one. So that one is nice. We've also got... You can show that one because everyone's seen them about a million times. Comrade Baller. Tell you what, I'm glad the Cobra's not up.
Yes, I was just thinking exactly the same.
Luckily they didn't see that on screen because I'm still over here, but I can't do it now, so I have to go like that. There we go. So Comrade Baller wanted one of these.
That is
to go with
Mr.
his
John's
massive, extensive Soviet collection.
Air arsenal.
Air arsenal. So yeah, I must admit it does look really, really nice.
Yeah.
You know, there is something about it. I like their box art. I like the dark box and all the rest of it. It is loaded.
It feels quality.
It does. Yes, you're quite right. It does feel like a quality kit.
And they look quality kits as well.
Yeah. So we've done some of their reviews of Great Wall Hobbies before, but as said, I'm going to pull this apart before John gets it.
Okay, I'm sure. She'll be
won't
happy
mind.
with that.
He won't mind.
He'll not be bothered.
So we'll get the review of that one up as well. But again, that looks absolutely fantastic kit.
Just have a look on the side and see what you get.
Oh, the weapons.
Because this is the one with the modern
Ground attack
weapons. Is it
weapons,
ground
isn't it?
attack weapons? Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
So it's all the guided weapons for that one. So yes,
And they'll all be slide molded one piece.
they
super
will be
duper.
gorgeous. Yeah, fantastic ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's obviously nice options as well.
Ooh,
Dark and
eggplant.
eggplant. Can't go wrong with eggplant.
It does look nice in that dark actually, with the light underneath.
Hmm.
Looks menacing.
Doesn't it? Looks
Yeah.
very, very. Yes. He's going to have to
Big
do that one
as well.
isn't he?
They're going to be a lump, aren't they?
I was going to say this thing to put it in is about that big. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's monster in 48 scale.
It's a big aircraft.
So yeah, but again, absolutely round, which is very nice indeed. And what else we got?
I don't know what I bought yet. Oh, the Lamborghini. Now, I've
Lamborghini.
never
Hmm.
Academy cars.
No.
I've never built one. I've never owned one.
Yes.
And I've seen that, and also the Mini. They do a newer Mini Cabriolet.
Yeah.
But I thought, I'll bring that down. You can have a look. Because a lot
Where
of
did
people
you say it's a Lamborghini?
No.
fast car series.
Yes.
It don't actually say on.
No, and it hasn't got a badge on the front either.
Oh, is that not a?
Is it not a genuine
Tell you
one?
what, they do, which I was tempted but we pulled out of.
Yeah.
They do a Hyundai Pony,
Oh right, okay.
an original
An
one.
original. Yes.
Because everybody needs a kit of that.
This isn't then a Lamborghini
know.
at all.
Well-
It's a generic fast sports car.
What it is based on a what do they
Countach.
what do they base the Lamborghini kit cars on?
Yes.
Shouldn't really say that.
No.
You know, that's not good. We're not going down that road.
No, but nowhere on here does it say it's a licensed product. So, but anyway, we all know what it is.
Oh, yeah,
They're
it's
not
not exactly
into
being
it.
mistakable,
Yes.
is it?
Yes, but and that thing with copyright is that if you can cause customer confusion, well, we're confused because it looks like a Lamborghini.
And it says Countach
And it says Countach on it, yes. So yeah,
or Countach or however you pronounce it.
yes. I always pronounced it Countach. Lamborghini Countach.
I don't know.
Is it? I don't know. I'm sure
How
somebody.
would you pronounce it?
I'd pronounce it Countach, but
Countach.
Countach.
Countach. Don't know.
Take one of them letters out, you're in well trouble.
Yes. I think I dropped the O. It's fine.
It means something like war, doesn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It means something like war or wow or.
Is that what it is? I presume it's Italian, obviously.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think it's like.
We'll have to Google translate it.
Yes. Be careful what you put in.
Yeah. Countach.
Not war, but yeah, war. Yeah, war.
What,
Yeah,
war?
wow.
Is that
Careful
what
what you put that in.
Is that what it started for?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think that's what Countach is supposed to mean. Yeah.
A Lamborghini Four.
Four. Okay.
That's so
Well,
cool.
In fact,
I own a Lamborghini Four.
the 70s, yeah, it definitely was a bit of a four, wasn't it?
It won't be different.
Wasn't that in Cannibal Run with the two girls?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
If I remember, they had a car.
I wonder why I remembered that bit.
It's the opening scene. That's why I remember that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Wasn't it white and then turned black?
Yeah, they paint it in watercolour paint. They washed it off halfway through, wouldn't it, to get away? So yes, very nice. Anyway, something a little bit different to say. And I've never known an academy to do a car.
They've done a few, but not many, I don't
No.
think. And I just thought it'd be interesting. Like it's a Lamborghini, isn't it? So, because them things are pretty much impossible to reverse.
Oh, are they? Which you can't
Have you ever
see.
seen anybody reversing one?
No.
We've not seen out of them. And I've seen a clip on YouTube of one. You literally, because the doors,
Yeah,
you're hanging out. The doors flipped up, and you're hanging out.
you
doing
want to do that, right?
or whichever side you're
Yeah.
on, obviously,
Sit on the
to
sill.
see. So
Yeah.
you've got to be quite nimble
Mm.
and long legs. I would
Yeah,
have
you've
thought
got
you'd be
long-
ideal,
yeah,
but
that's it,
you
if you
probably
reach the
won't get
pedals.
out of it if you got in
No,
it.
no,
'cause
that's it. I'd go in on a skateboard.
Yeah. But yeah, they're not, and the steering's apparently really heavy on them. I've never driven one.
But
I
isn't
don't
that the
think I've
same
ever worked
for
on a Lamborghini.
all 19 sort of 80s cars were just crap to drive in
The
theory?
supercars are awful.
Because you just, it's not a luxurious tourer, not like a Grand Tourer.
No, you won't going down
Yeah.
doing your weekly shopping it.
No, never mind. Still very much an iconic car, and if
It
you're
is,
of our
yeah,
generation,
you know, and-
that was the poster on the wall, wasn't it? And various things.
That
So,
and a Porsche 911.
Yeah.
and that, yes.
yes.
You not thought of a Lamborghini with your extensive car ownership over the years?
Have I ever thought of Lamborghini?
Not done for a test drive in one?
Yes.
No, never.
Oh.
I think they're a bit of a quiet taste.
I'd say I absolutely love them, but knowing how awkward they are to drive, nah.
I must admit, years ago, when I had the valeting business, we valeted a Jag XJ 220.
Yes.
And it was awful. It was the worst car thing I've ever driven in my life. It's proper, yeah, considering it was like the car, wasn't it? And it was a super car. And I took it for a drive and I was not impressed at all. It was awful to drive. But it was one of those where I was told, because not driving many performance cars at that age, that they're all like that. They're not designed to be driven around the town. No. You know, it is designed to be armoured and, you know, at the top end it comes alive, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you say no power steering, I don't think it had, or anything else like that.
Probably supercar daily driver that you could probably use is a Porsche.
Yeah.
Or Porsche.
Yeah.
The modern ones, McLarens and things, and the modern Ferraris, modern Lamborghinis are a lot more forgiving than the 70s, 80s ones, but yeah.
Never mind. Still very iconic, definitely. That's the thing. We like
might bang it on round the track.
Well, yeah, especially if it's somebody else's.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to break it.
Imagine the expense.
Yes, so something goes clunk and you're like, oh no, that's it. I've killed it.
Just pop to valve.
Anyway, what else has been going on up there, Andy? Seeing as you're in charge?
So we've had nothing really in yet. Have we split anything in yet? I know a lot of people are getting red kits, so hopefully we might get some of ours soon, but...
Certain V-bomber.
A certain V-bomber.
A certain
sure
V-bomber.
We'll have questions to answer on that. Yeah, if it's available, then yes.
Yeah, I did look to see if we'd had any postage, notifications yet, but nothing. So
we don't from those, though. They just tip up.
They do, yeah.
So hopefully, you never know, next couple of days, when none of us are here, will turn up. That's it. I'll be driving back tomorrow. You'll not be in, and unless Leslie's in, then hopefully they'll drop it next door. But we'll see. We've had paintbrushes in, some Zucchimori paintbrushes, and we've had Vallejo metal colour.
Yes.
Now we've not had all the metal colours in. We have got the rack, and we've got what they've got in stock, and hopefully we'll get the rest of them in soon. But we are stocking the metal colours now. Which have you got any you can show us? I've not got any, and
they are, but they're behind that. But I've got my extras here.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, these are these ones,
which are water
acrylic metal colours.
So I think we've said in the past that they're the best acrylic metal colours.
Yes.
They're fantastic for using for detail work, painting, hand brushing.
Yes.
If you're doing detail work, really are. Yeah, they've definitely got a place in what we do.
And again, especially if you don't like lacquers and you don't like enamels, it's a good alternative, isn't it? It's going to give you the effect.
Definitely.
The smell, I suppose.
Yeah. You did do a.
To be honest, I did the Tempest. Wrong one.
MiG-21.
MiG-21, but also the Typhoon had it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did all with the brand new panels. Was all done in this. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Because the first time, actually, that was the first thing I ever got in, I think. So I wanted to have a go with this. So yeah. But very nice.
Well, I'm not 100% on this, but I think it's been reformulated. The new ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's more user friendly. I have no idea, but
they certainly do a wide collection of colours. They're behind there, so I can't really dig them out at this point.
Yeah.
But I've got pretty much all of them, and they do like exhaust manifold colours and your standard, jet exhaust and all things like that. And then obviously, that's right.
Pretty much what the AK range is.
Yeah, so there we go. Exhaust manifold.
With those though, the colours seems to be quite a bit different to each other rather than some of the AK range.
The OK range is incredibly close. You can take like aluminium and dull aluminium, and they look like aluminium. Where obviously there is changes between each one, which is quite nice, which is something we've covered before, isn't it? But to be honest, like we said before, if you're an acrylic painter and you don't want to go down the route of extreme metals and things like that, then absolutely this is where you want to be. These are the best, bar none.
Yes.
For doing it.
Like I said, even if you are a lacquer painter, you want to do detail work,
touching in,
hand painting,
touching in, again, figure painting or door handles, little details. Yeah, really good.
Yeah. But no, they are very nice, I must admit, and I still use them. I used them on something the other day. Actually, I think when we was doing the Zero, a couple of bits and pieces, shake it, use them off the lid,
on something. I don't know if it was a figure I was painting or something else. I don't know. I can't remember, but I did use them. Definitely.
Nice.
And well, big thing tonight.
Yes. So tonight we have our auction, the live auction, which is on both screens. I'll tell you what, we can do like that. There we go. So we've got various lots going on here. So they're going to start tonight 7:30. Some of these are obviously damaged box stocks. Some of them are review ones. Some of them are just stuff we thought we'd put in the auction.
Some is mine, some is Andy's, there might be some of Phil's.
Yeah.
Now I'm here, I can see how big his stash is growing and it needs culling.
That's the bit where he goes around and says, you don't need that, you don't need that, you don't need that.
I'm looking, I did look yesterday when I was here, I'm thinking, why you got that, and you don't need that.
Thanks. Also, there's going to be a little bit of charity stuff in there as well. Some of the lots will go to charity, so if you want to help out a little boy, we'll be doing that. Full details obviously we'll put on tonight and everything. So yeah, be nice. But say some good stuff in here. Obviously Andy's having a cull as well. Look, can't believe he's parting with that.
Don't say that.
Oh, was he on the fence?
That. No, I don't know. You weren't actually, were you, Andy, with that?
No.
We got some of the paint sets.
I've been having a clear out, yes, because
the paints.
I just seem to gather stuff.
Yes. Some various
and an airbrush.
Nice airbrush.
Which is a Patriot.
And this one is you can fire at your friends. Is this the one you shoot Andy with?
Yes.
There you go. So if you want a little gun, you can blow the cap off at your friends.
Blow the cap off.
Cromwell, the 6.5, is that 5-bolt version? There might be a 6-bolt version coming soon.
Need an 8-bolt.
An 8-bolt version.
That's the 6 one.
Oh, right, okay.
Or is it 5 and it should have
I don't know.
8, I think, I don't know. Wrong.
Rifle's Charlie, obviously, nice one. Shack.
Shack.
Nice kit.
There's one up there.
Oh look, there's a Bullfighter.
There you go.
Absolutely. A Jag.
A Jag, which you can obviously
vouch for. The Jag, yeah, absolutely. Greyhound.
A Greyhound, and then...
Oh look, Wingnut Wings.
Who'd have thought?
Nice. So this is the one that comes with the figure as well, isn't it?
Yes.
So yes, you've got
the William Barker one.
Yeah.
So you've got a sniper and a Barker.
Can I just point out that it's 132nd, not 135th?
Oh, is this another typo? Didn't we have this the other day with a 184th scale kit?
That new scale.
That new scale we invented.
I don't think I ever changed that.
Is that still up there?
That'll be edited by the time this goes up.
Also, we got the paint set, which is down here as well, which we'll show tonight. So obviously you get the
Ultra
airbrush with
all the
it.
paint and airbrush cleaner.
Yeah.
And I think there's varnish in there.
Yeah,
as
there is a varnish. I did see the varnish. I had a look at it earlier.
And stuff. It's a nice little set, but this is the game colour set.
Yes. So it's all the vibrant colours.
Yeah,
nice.
Some nice colours in there.
Some nice stuff in there.
There might be a few others. We'll see what
we'll no doubt put some more together and do it that way.
There's a nice Land Rover Defender night here that needs to be...
There's not. We're doing them together. That's our winter project next year. Because he's got one as well now, hasn't he?
Andy's not got one yet.
Hasn't he got one yet? He's going to have to get something, isn't he? We'll do that as part of our
yes
winter project, perhaps.
Which one would you have, Andy?
Is he frozen or is he stuck? Oh, no, he's
no,
alive.
he's reading or editing. He's editing quick.
He's rebooting.
Which one of what would I have?
One of the Tamiya remote control cars. Which one would you go for?
I do like the classic. What's the classic buggy?
What, the Hornet? Or the Grasshopper, wasn't it? The first one?
Yeah,
what was the cheapest one they did? Was it the Grasshopper?
And then the Hornet.
Then it's the Hornet, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can have a cheap one, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll kick a box in.
when we're up round there next, we'll there have an accident.
I'll have a word with Ian. Because they have the trucks as well, didn't they?
Yes, that's it.
Well, you get the cars.
Yeah.
Because we've seen them when we've been.
Yeah.
And they've got them really classic bodies.
Yes.
No, you can't touch them. No, they're ours, and you can't touch them. But there's some cool stuff. There's like the
some very
Sack
nice
Speed
stuff.
Capri body in there, and
yes,
some really other good, nice.
I'd have to have something that's off-road and jumpable, and do you know what I mean? I'd
yes.
Like things like chuck around rather than sort of like
a racer.
Yeah, you don't want somewhere you're going to crack a shell.
As
you just roll it through the car
just
park.
Weld it back together. Bit of plastic weld, you'd be fine.
So,
because like I said, the plan was with the because I've got the sand scorcher, haven't I? Just to whip it down to my old work and actually take the camera and I'll paint it with a gun.
A mini version.
The mini gun, but yeah, I'm never going to be able to airbrush it, but we'll paint it with a mini gun, we'll do a proper, but we'll get we'll take the camera down.
Yeah.
And
so
and film it.
You'd be in the spray booth on a little table in the middle.
Yeah, done it before. I've done it before in a full set with a 1/24 score.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the old, God knows what that cost.
Yes, it cost a fortune to heat the room and everything.
That wasn't my work then. This was somewhere where I worked, and I went in one Saturday morning, and I don't know what I was painting. I think it was a Ford Torino 1/24, and I'm there painting away with the booth running. It must have cost a fortune in gas for me to paint this little car.
Motion decided at your front door.
Sorry. Nope.
What you can do with Matt is doing it the same colour as you're doing your full-size vehicle.
What, rust?
Rust.
Yes.
Rusty coloured.
Rusty one.
Rusty colour.
Nope, no, what's he broken now?
I'm breaking everything, sorry.
No, it's
I've
alright.
over a wire or a
Oh,
cable.
it's alright, as long as if the computer suddenly goes off, we know what he's done.
So I've just knocked me a bottle of juice. So, shall we do the questions and then...
Yes, okie dokie. So over in the question area, we've got Stuart. He says, "Hi guys, apologies. I have another question. I noticed online reviews of the Academy Panzer II and the Takom Panzer 1. Do you know when PM models will be getting these in stock?"
As soon as they are available. They're
Yes.
all back ordered. I've ordered the Panzer 2 and I've back ordered the Takom Panzer 1.
Got
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so watch
Yeah.
this space. Scott says, "Hi guys, if you could only pick one, what would you say is the best model from each Takom, Riffield and Border models? Given the recent events, I was wondering if I should grab one for a future build just in case. I've got the Riffield Challenger 2 and the Takom P1000, but I don't have a Border models kit yet. I don't know. What do you reckon?" I don't know much about Border models, to be honest.
Hang out for the Border models 109.
But I've got the Crusader. Little
Yeah,
British
you got
Crusader. Which
I think I've got a Border models Panzer 4, I think.
Yeah, was it the
Panzer
Panzer 4 I reviewed?
Yeah. And then obviously Riffield did the Sherman Firefly, which is nice, and obviously you built the MRAP. They did loads of stuff, the Tiger ones, you name it. I think Riffield are pretty good anyway. And
I can't remember whether I've got a Border models Panzer 4 or a Riffield Panzer 4, but they both look identical for some reason. Ooh, wonder why that is.
Yeah.
who'd have thought?
What are you trying to say?
Don't know.
I think it's all blown over a bit now because it all got pulled off the internet.
Yeah,
it's all gone, and I think it was, there was a rumour going round I did read, which was quite good, and they were saying it's that thing though, isn't it? There's no such thing as bad publicity, and it seemed to be just a spat literally over nothing. So was it literally purely a publicity stunt to draw attention to the brands?
Yeah.
To get people talking.
It did, yeah, because it worked, because we did an entire show on it, and
I don't know.
I think it's one of those.
Chieftain you did, Phil, was that a Takom Chieftain, wasn't it?
It was, yes, and actually one of my favourite kits.
And
went
you
together.
did the 432.
And wasn't the Takom for the King Tiger?
Yeah, and the 432.
The 432, yeah.
I've never built.
I like Takom.
Never built Takom kit,
right.
which is saying, I've never built a border kit, and I've never built a Riffield model. It's a bit criminal, really.
Yeah.
I was thinking if he's got a Challenger too, Chieftain might go well with it as a
Yes, before and after.
part of the family.
Yes.
I think we'll be building a Takom kit because that Russian.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't think what they call.
Yeah, wouldn't it? A ZU-23, whatever it is.
ZSU.
A ZSU. Yeah, it's a twin cannon.
That's the Takom kit.
Early Shilka thing. Yeah.
Yes, that's the Takom kit. So, and I will be building that.
Yeah, because it's in a Hobby Boss 2000, Hobby Kit 2000 box, but it's actually a Takom kit. Yeah.
So I can vouch for that.
I can vouch for Takom because I built quite a few of theirs now, and they go together. Riffield stuff, really nice.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was the kit that you picked rather than across the board.
If you are into that type of vehicle, you will love the detail because every nut, bolt and spring is in that kit. That's the thing. So it takes a long time to get it together. And if you're not into it, it's a long job. But if you're into it and you know all the parts and everything, you'll be in your element.
It's a builder's kit.
It is a builder's kit, yeah.
It does look stunning. I've seen it in the flesh.
Yes. Do you approve, do you?
And I weather that door.
Yeah, you're not weathering the door. It's fine.
When it's in my hands.
Door.
Yes, no, it does look stunning, and I think actually the detail, it needs it.
Yeah, oh definitely, yes, yeah.
I know it's a lot of work,
but
for the vehicle, and it does need it. I think it works.
Yeah,
it'd be a bit weird if they simplified it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
nice.
Yes.
So anyway, just going back, border models. I would say the only one I've probably seen, because I've reviewed it, is that Panzer IV, which looked fantastic.
They're great. Yeah, I mean, I've had a quick. I was going to bring a Crusader for you to review, but to be honest, I forgot.
Yeah.
And they do a Leopard, don't they?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, do the Leopard family, which was what they were complaining about.
Which again, there was a bit of a whine about that, but again, it's they are nice kits, and obviously with the 109s in 35th, which I've seen knocking around, and again, hopefully ours will be soon, because I'm looking forward to that, because it's just
something a bit different.
Well, it's the right scale, isn't it?
Yes, well, it worked lovely for a diamond,
it's just the right scale.
Perfect. Or is all armour the wrong scale? That's what you have to look at.
Well, that's it. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Also, he says, a few other members have shared today that Airfix are beginning the process the Vulcans for dispatch. I'm just wondering if you guys have any heads up of the due date, if Hornby's new tier system will affect retailers. Again, we don't really want to get bogged down into Hornby and their sales thing. Again, don't forget, this is a Hornby thing. It's not necessarily Airfix, it's across their entire brands. I think we're probably tier 42, we were saying, on the list.
We're well at the bottom.
The problem is, we've got no way of knowing what tier our suppliers on, have we?
No.
Yeah, don't forget, we are just a retailer.
We are a retailer.
It is, like, say, suppliers.
Yes.
Who are on tier systems. So I presume if we went straight to Hornby and said we want an account with you, I presume we'd have to be assessed.
We would. They would have to come round and they would see what our building is. Well, we could do.
And email them.
Yeah, send them an email. Do they want to come round and assess us?
We'll never sell another Airfix kit again.
So the list isn't long enough for your tier.
Perhaps we'll have to edit this bit out. I reckon. We're going to get ourselves in real trouble here.
But anyway, that's the thing. Again, we've been told our stockist is getting them and they're getting full allocation, and we should be having it, and we'll be passing it on just as soon as they arrive.
So we'll have 10% of our order.
Yes, so that means nothing.
We'll be back to Lancasters.
Yes, but we will see. Again, it's just one of those. We know they've been processed. We spoke to Pranjit last week about it. They're coming through.
Yeah. And we'll do what we normally do, and we'll keep everybody informed.
Yes, of course we will. As soon as we know, we will let you guys know. But at the moment, we haven't heard anything. So, yeah. No. Malcolm says, hi team, I would like to get a mask set for the 48 scale Spitfire, but the pattern on the mask is different to that on the box. Question is, does it matter? So we spoke about this. RAF had A and B. All markings are done as A and B. So it just looks like you've got an A pattern on the box and you've got a B set. Does it matter?
Depends.
Perhaps something to do with even and odd numbers, wasn't it? On numbering of the aircraft?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you know, Andy?
Andy, you know everything.
I've not got a clue.
Him and his best mate Google.
Yeah, he's on there now.
But yeah, I do believe it. I can't speak for Spitfires, but when I did the Hurricane, if I remember
definitely
rightly,
A and B for the Hurricane.
There's A and B, and it was something to do with they were odd and even numbers, serial numbers as of the aircraft. If it's an odd, it's got B. If it's an even, it got an A serial. Because I did mine, and mine's in the B serial for that marking, which was handy because I haven't had the mask set for it. So that I can't speak for Spitfires because I've never known it for a Spitfire, but I do know they have an A and a B type camo pattern.
Okay.
It's odd, so because sometimes when you see photos that are more lined up, you'll see like that's the same, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same, and all of a sudden there'll be one that's like say the other one, then it's the same. So it's all like always seems to be a bit random to me. But,
and again, you got that thing. If it, obviously factory, they probably came out as A and B. When they're in the field, they have touch-ups and new panels. It probably just got painted over. Thing is, I've only ever seen bombers in one camo pattern.
Yeah.
Was it? They just used a pattern for that because they were like Lancasters. They all were in exactly the same camo. Halifaxes were all the same. I think Wellies were as well. It's all that standard Ripley marking.
Yeah.
But fighters, I do know they do A and B, and to be honest, it almost caught me out doing my Hurricane because on some of the markings it was for A, and it just so happened I did pick the B marking with the mask set for it.
Right.
So it did work out for me. But would it matter? Who would know? Unless you are somebody who says, "Oh, it's an even number."
Oh, don't
you start on that one. So yeah.
If Fleet Air Arm used the same camo pattern just in the different colours.
Good point. Don't know.
Fleet Air Arm Hurricane the
mask
same.
over.
Flip the mask over, yeah. Perhaps that's what it was. It was like a reverse thing of it. I don't know.
Reverse.
Was it because in the factory they get like a bit of RSI, isn't it? Repetitive strain injury, so I had to change it.
I don't know.
So I could only
I
vouch
have
for
no idea with that.
me granddad when he did his, but
We'll
we'll
Get
know.
more info on this on Friday.
Yes, we will. Good one for the Friday show.
Yeah, or even tomorrow night.
Yes. Peter says, "Hi Andy, I'd just like to thank you for the excellent service on the ICM Cobra 2 weeks ago. Sorry I wasn't able to express my appreciation sooner because it was a surprise gift for someone who is a member and might have accidentally seen or heard the comments on the video or live chat." Who's e-bike it's for? More to the point. That's arrived here, Andy. Yeah, was it for you,
How's
Andy?
your Cobra, Andy?
Yeah, if he pans the camera around, it's going to be like Christmas behind him, where everyone sent him all this stuff.
Yeah. They're all on the floor behind you.
So anyway, you know who you are, as they say on Facebook land.
Yes.
Also, I'm keen to hear any news on the Vulcan. So are we. If you hear anything, let us know.
Yep.
Especially if you're a stockist and supplier who can supply us. Graham says, "Hi guys, do you have any information about the clear prop SU25?
Nothing. It's gone really quiet.
Very quiet.
Which we think could do with the new laws in
Russia.
the
Yes.
Russian Federation.
Yes, the Federation has imposed a new law now on information that's released on their military equipment.
Yes.
Apparently it's something that's passed at the beginning of the year, and I'm not saying it's anything to do with Kitty Hawks. I think their things were along the line anyway, but some of the manufacturers and the other side of what I'm into, which is obviously flight simming, have had to pull it because the information they've got is not allowed to be used under new laws.
And that.
And you don't want to upset Mr. Putin, do you?
You don't.
Otherwise you'll be pulled off a plane on your EasyJet holiday going to wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Go down that route. But no, I think the law, like I said, the laws have changed with it. So I don't know if we'll see it.
I wonder how that affects the historic stuff. I mean, obviously the SU-25 has been going for decades.
It's
hasn't
still in
it? Can we do an
service,
old
isn't it?
version of it?
Yeah, the law that they brought in is a little bit vague, and some of it has been lost in translation because, as I say, I'm up to it on flight sim stuff. But again, like the equipment that was going to be used for Flight Sim World, they were literally sent a letter, and it says it's like a cease and desist.
Yeah.
But this stuff's been around for donkey's years. But,
Yeah.
but it's still currently used by the Russian Federation, and that's what it apparently entails. Anything that is current, an SU-25 still flying.
It is. It's it's an old bus, but it's still going.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Apparently, under their new ruling, you're not allowed to do it or use any information that may have been given from it or something. And it's nothing to do with tactical. It's even measurements and dimensions. It covers everything. It's not like what it does in a flight sim world about the equipment inside that you can replicate as part of a simulation. It's literally the dimensions of things. So again,
Yes, we'll have to see how it pans out in the next, because obviously Zvezda
Yes,
would
that's
be
what
the
we
one,
said.
because they do obviously
Most
a lot of
effective.
Russian stuff, don't they? That's what they release, and obviously that's their market,
Yeah.
home company.
Yeah. But
We'll
apparently
see.
current stuff, if they've they've done MiG-29s, 27s, things like that, and helicopters and all of those things, they're fine. If they've released it already, it's good. It's the stuff that was in development or to be developed cannot use any information gleaned from it. And I think what it does is the way that it's written, it's very vague, and you don't want to upset them, so people aren't taking the risk. It's more a case of like, do you really want to go down and risk having problems with the Russian authorities
Yeah.
over something really trivial, which probably wouldn't be trivial to them?
Don't know.
You probably don't want to mess around with
You
them
have
too
to
much.
watch this space and see what development's going, but it's gone very quiet on
It
that front.
has very, very quiet.
Which again, for an SU-25, it's like we was talking about the Hurricane earlier, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
For how many countries have used
Yeah.
it, use it,
And for how long?
for how long it's been going,
Yeah.
there's not a good kit of one.
No.
Is there?
No.
Not
Definitely.
in 70-second, not in 40. The 30-second one's not too bad, but it's
Yeah.
getting old
Yes. Yeah.
when you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
But the 48 one's the old KP or
Yeah.
OEZ or whatever until
Yeah.
it keeps getting reboxed. And 70-second is BLEC, I think. And
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, there's not nice versions, is there, of it?
It's funny
Because that's one you built, it? The
Yeah, I
old
did.
OEZ, but it's the
Reeboks by
Edard
Edard.
special one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
and it's such a cool looking aircraft.
It is really cool. Frogfoot's a good looking aircraft.
It is.
It's a cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I say, loads of different schemes, used in loads of theatres.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's underrepresented. That's just weird.
It is.
If you think about it
yeah,
logically,
it
it's
is.
a bit
For a
weird.
jet aircraft,
Because
it,
you can weather him. He's just got so much potential as a kit.
They even do a naval version.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Because we do stock the KP version or whatever they're called.
yeah.
You know, the old and it's cheap for what it is, because I think you get a mast set and a bit of resin. It's only 20 odd pound. It's really, but it's old, so you know what a handful it is, because it's the engines don't fit very well, do they? But it is your only option.
What are you going to do, eh? That's the trouble.
Yeah, it's just, we need a new one. We do need a new version.
It is a shame, obviously, because a lot of people are holding out for the Kitty Hawk one, because it looked quite nice from what I'd seen.
Yeah, and that, to be honest with you, like he's just said, with the clear prop one, there has been CAD up and everything, and that does look stunning in 72nd.
Yeah.
You never know. It might have been pulled, we might see it.
Again, obviously, if you not Soviet anymore, Russian Federation, perhaps if they make clearer guidelines on what can and can't be, then things like that may come through. But I think a lot of it, people were very much a case of, look, that's not push a little here, just hold tight, stop, and then perhaps obviously the clarity might come through later on down the line, and then, well, certainly the clear pot one might turn up. So,
you know, if company's going to do it, I actually hope Zvezda do it.
Yeah.
Because it would be perfect for them.
What do you think? They did the Yak 130.
Yeah, and that's new.
I was going to say, that's basically brand new and all the rest of it. And
they've done the Felon.
Yeah, they've done all the ones, but they've just never done the 25. So.
Is it MiG? And they got thing for MiG because they
maybe
because obviously Sukhoi and Yak.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's to do with MiG because they've never done a MiG 21.
No.
They've done a 7-second, well, that's pretty old. I'm trying to think.
Well, that's true because Zvezda don't do a 27, do they?
Don't think so. If they do, it's old.
Because Trumpeter, I've done it there. It's out there. Look, the Trumpeter.
I'm trying to think of the whole catalogue of what's in it. They do MiG. Well, no, they do MiG 29, don't they?
Yeah, but that's MiG, that's what I'm saying. Perhaps they don't do Sukhoi.
No, but they've done MiG 29s. So they have done the MiG. Because I'm on about MiG 21.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Sukhoi, they've done the 27s we built.
They have done 27s.
And the 35, yeah, we built the latest 7 ones, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. We did 33s as well.
33s, that's it.
Yeah.
And the 27s.
So I was just thinking perhaps they didn't have the time to forget that. Yeah, there they've done it all.
That theory's blown out of the water.
Scrap that.
What do you think, Andy?
Yeah.
It's all right. You built the 33 as well.
Yeah, it's sort of it has it affect other companies like Quint Studios because they do all the cockpit and instruments and stuff for them, don't they? And surely that's where all the technology is to see, the plastic bits just like a shell into it. Whereas surely the technology is the inside bits, and so do they do a proper scale version of the cockpit when they're doing the Quint Studio stuff? So will they get affected by these new rules as well?
It's interesting.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Well, apparently the ruling came in the new year, so Quint Studio still kicking stuff out.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking we're in coming up to July tomorrow of what actually been released in the first 6 months of the year, which isn't a lot, obviously, but but that's going to be in development from 2 years ago anyway. What's been released this year, at least, isn't it?
We've had the new Hind, haven't we, from Zvezda to come out, the P, haven't we?
Yeah. It's obviously there's Trumpeter one to drop at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Debate for Friday.
Yes,
Get chat involved if we can chew the fat.
Would a Chinese company really be that if they bought out an SU-25, would they be affected that much by Russia?
Don't know, but then it's no different. We were saying that Zvezda released a Herc with no licensing, which was a bit of a how do you do that?
It's like a Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's it. It's a bit like a Lamborghini. I ain't got a badge on it, so that's fine then, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's for
that's for the lawyers to fight
exactly
over, isn't
what
it?
I was about to say. That's for the solicitors and lawyers and the companies to fight out the royalties or whatever. I don't know. It's not what we do, is it? I don't have a clue.
No. That's why we steer clear of that one.
Yes.
Yep.
As for things, special offers and things like that, it's the same ones. We haven't changed them over since Friday. But obviously some bits have gone. So the AS90 unfortunately has sold out. So's the... Do you know what? Thank you for all the feedback on Friday for my 190. There's the jumper. People love it.
Oh, there you go. What's that telling you?
That's it. But no, thanks for all the feedback saying it was quite nice. And a lot of people went off and binge watched it afterwards. Well, obviously we were skipping through it and they quite enjoyed the video build. And it was like, okay, it's something that's 15, 16 years old. It's like, crikey. Yes. Apparently another kit that apparently is unbuildable. Piece of cake. Sorry.
Yeah.
Me and Andy told you it was unbuildable.
That's
We watched you build it.
Yeah.
I failed. I've admitted it. I failed with it.
Mm.
I don't know if I'd fail now.
Mm.
Because it was, I'd only just
Patience
probably
into
come
it.
back into the hobby, and it's very good.
I think the whole thing on that is it's a bit like Chinook. If you leave it open, which Phil did, like leave some of the panels open, I think it's easier than trying to.
Yeah, but my point is, I had it closed up for painting,
Yeah.
and it all fitted. So you could have closed it up. I didn't actually. Do you know what? I think the biggest problem I had with that entire build was I didn't know it was a bad kit. So I had no preconception that this is going to be a problem. So when I went to build it, it just went. And everyone after I did it said, that's awful. I was like, cheers.
I mean,
the kit is. And it's like, I didn't have a problem.
The only thing, if I remember back, was what I found was the engine, the
mounting
brackets and the exhausts.
Yeah.
Because that was so vague.
I've
had to thread the exhausts in and then get it to mount and get it. Because the locations are like tiny.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
For the engine framing. And then to put the engine in, which is quite complex. Yeah. And then the exhaust to get them in all right, and it was very overcomplicated and fiddly. I think. And I don't think the wings were brilliant. I don't know if it was the gun bays or the
I did have trouble with that. The gun bays that are in those wing root areas, they foul the joint. And if I remember rightly, I did do some fettling around there to get it to go in.
But again, now I think if I went back to it, I would have more knowledge of sanding, scraping, test fitting. Before then, I was still back in like being 8-year-old.
Just get it together.
Get it together and paint. I want to paint it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway.
And the other one there, just talk about, is that you don't really want to go off and buy the Tamiya one, so that you can have that kit
for £45.
You can have that kit, which
you could have got yours and showed.
I could have got all mine behind the box. I can't get it out of the cabinet. It's in there. Look,
you
trapped.
can see it. And again, just pan your camera around. Pan my camera around on the tripod.
They won't see it. It'll be too dark.
Yeah.
But
it's a really good kit, isn't it? It's a nice, it goes together well, and you get Sundowners decors in it. So what more could you want?
Absolutely, and I did it in Sundowner markings and all the rest of it. It's a really, really nice kit. I did mine in flight, but you get fully detailed wheel wells. You get all the stuff in there. I don't know.
You're gonna have to wait till the Tamiya to see, aren't you? Let's be honest. You can't.
But I can't imagine for £100.
Yeah, but you said this about a Tomcat. Then you built it, and it's the best thing since sliced bread.
But I'd still build the AMK one because it's £50, and I'm tight. And I can do the slats and flaps, and I've got to pay another £40 for the privilege. Just saying.
But I'm just saying. We've had this with the Tomcat, haven't we?
Don't get me wrong, it goes together beautifully, and that will be it. And like we said before, and I would just be honest here, if you have got the money, you're going to build the Tamiya one. You're going to build the Tamiya Tomcat, you're going to build the F14, because you know it's going to be a total dream of a build, and it'll fall together, and you'll never have any problems. And if you've got the pockets to do it, why not? Why wouldn't you do the option, isn't it? It's a bit like if you can go first class, you would do, instead of being in cattle class, the back of the plane. But we're all in the back of the plane.
Yeah. Back of the bus.
Back of the bus.
Back of the bus.
You know, if you can afford it, you'll be at the front. If you can't, you're just where you can afford it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, can I be in the jump seat?
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, you'd have a private jet. No queuing either.
Yeah, I know.
And it is. So everybody has their level of. And I was just saying that if money's no object and you can afford it, of course you're going to build the Tamiya kits of this world and all the rest of it. But there is a very good second option, which is, in that case, the Academy one.
Yeah.
I think the Academy kit,
and the AMK is a very good.
Is a really good. And to be honest, for everything you get with the AMK one, it's a very worth the bargain. You know, for £50, we've got it on a pre thing at the moment, and it's a really, really nice kit. It's just going to be a bit more of a handful to get together. You're going to have to put your hours in. It's not going to be a shake and bake like the Tamiya kits.
So that's pretty simple to build.
Yeah, no, it's very straightforward.
No, the fit were all right.
No problem at all. Yeah, no, very good.
Can't believe how old that is now.
That's
only seems like a couple of year old.
Or even Andy's getting even older.
Yeah, 60.
He's 60 today, and he never knew it himself. That time flies. Hey, the worry is no one spotted it on the forum, and they all thought I was being genuine. Bless.
I'd look to see when that F4 did come out.
Oh. Well, I built it...
2010. No, a bit later. 14.
Yeah, 14 or 15, I think.
14, 15, it's got to be 6-7 year old.
Yeah.
2012, the original one.
Was it as old as that? I think it was as old as that.
Wow.
So, yeah. Well, I've moved in here quite, because if you watch the video, there's nothing in here.
Yes.
It's literally plain walls. There's one spray booth and me, and there's nothing in here. Now you can't swing a cat in here.
And I can vouch for that. And he's tidied up before
I tidied up when he arrived as well.
Apparently.
Yes, allegedly.
That's like one of my tidy ups.
Just pushed it all into the unit.
Just quick. Shove it somewhere.
Cool, very good.
Yeah.
Right, well there we go. We'll call it right there then. Good job. So don't forget, we will be live with you again at 7:30 tonight, if you're watching this obviously today on the 29th. Sorry, 30th. Crikey, we're in another day. 30th of June we are today on Wednesday. So we'll be with you at 7:30 tonight live, very much like this. And we'll be back with you as well. So if you want to take part, obviously Flory members, you can bid. Pre-bids have to be in by what time, Andy?
We'll say
25 past 7?
What time?
Say 6 p.m. tonight.
6 p.m. So if you want to put in a pre-bid, Andy will bid on your behalf up in increments, obviously, to your top bid as well on your behalf if you can't make it with us live. So if you want to get those in, just jot down the lot number on the forum, email it over to Andy with your top bid, and he will bid on your behalf.
You message me on the forum.
Yes.
Rather than email.
Yeah, sorry, message on the forum.
Yeah, I've had some people email me, and it's just easier if I get them all in, because we'll get that many emails through the PM.
Yes.
Email. Sometimes it's difficult to filter them out, but just message me.
The easiest way, just to show people as well, if you are in the forum, obviously Andy's at the top, right? So if you just click on his name, like here, okay, you can then just go over and you can message. So just click message, and you can type him a little message just like that.
Yeah. Try and, like Phil said, try and remember the lot number and just a description of what it is.
Yes.
It's easy for me just to, rather than having to, if you just put Lancaster and I will then search through try and find Lancaster, but yes.
Definitely.
Right.
That's it. There we go. Thank you very much for joining us then this morning. Absolute pleasure as always. So I'd love to see you tonight if you want for the auction. That'd be mega. And if not, we will hopefully see you on Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow then. Not doing tomorrow night.
Sorry, tomorrow night, 7:30. Do you know what? I feel like today is Thursday. That's my trouble. I'm a day, because obviously because we're working tonight.
Yeah.
So we're doing a show now, show tonight. I forget Thursday. So don't forget Thursday we will be back with you at 7:30 as well for the Thursday night show, and then Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
3.
Or are you off house hunting?
No, I'm back. No, I'm all right Friday, tomorrow night.
Right, okay, no problem.
I don't know if I won't be around, but
yes, we will see how we go.
Yeah.
So if you have got a nice sort of 4 or 5 bedroom house for, what areas you're looking for?
A couple of acres.
A couple of acres of land, workshop.
Hey, don't contact me.
Somewhere in the sort of South Yorkshire area, then if you could let Matt know, because he's currently house hunting.
If it's got a horse and a goat.
Yeah, he needs a goat.
Chickens.
A couple of alpacas, a duck.
Oh, an alpaca.
You need an alpaca. There you go. Yeah,
they're
alpacas.
All right,
yeah, they're all right. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want llama, they spit.
Yeah.
Get spat at as you're walking past.
I don't want a camel either.
No. Would you want a zoo?
Vicious.
Yeah, that's it. Never mind. Anyway, we will leave it right there. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see you all again very, very soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.